brake booster. It's attached to the brake cylinder. Two lines we have to take off on it. And it's being run off the power steering pump. The problem with this one, it's leaking into the cab.
All over up in here. Oh yep, you can see pretty clearly where it's leaking. They run the brake booster off of the power steering pump now instead of the engine vacuum. Your older brake would have had that hooked up to the vacuum of the engine. Wow, that looks like it's gonna be fun to get out of there. On the inside here, you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 bolts that are gonna have to come off that hold that assembly there. And then right up here you can see they've got a clip that needs to be pulled off. And then this shaft just slides off of the brake pedal.
Just have to lift this little hook up off the ball and push it forward. Slide it that way.
15 deep swivel socket. A little trickier up there, but you'll figure it out. And that is everything we needed to remove from the inside. The swivel ended up working fine for getting all of them except for one. For one of them we had to use a 15mm wrench with a swivel on the one end. So the bottom one is a 14 and a 13.
Yep.
And then the top is
14 and 14.
14 and 14. That's kind of odd.
Yeah. Pop this clip out of here for the return hose and grab a plier and take this hose clamp. It just pulls off, and then there's 2 lines here. One here and one on the side. Pretty simple. So that's an 18. So I got that one loose.
We just have to get those 2 clips removed that hold the brake line to that little...
That's not how to do it right there.
So what do you actually want to do to get that out of there?
So you push, there's a little peg you push in on, but it's really brittle. Like I barely push on it, and it just cracked. So we'll probably end up just zip tying them because they're so brittle at this point.
Oh, there it is.
So that's how it's supposed to work. It's this little plastic right there on each side.
Pushes in a little bit and it pops out of there.
Yep.
Okay.
And there should be new O-rings to put on.
So these tools right here will hold those clamps open. And just got like a little jaw piece connected with a piece of cable to this end that we squeeze. You just get it on there so it holds the teeth, and then you squeeze it. This thing ratchets. That'll hold the clamp open for us. There it is.
They have a stud going through one piece, and then you put it on the other.
Stud comes from the other side, okay. There it is.
So that actually, the plunger needs to come out of that one and go in here.
Oh, this whole piece.
It can't come back out. It's sitting on that groove.
Yep.
So we got to get those out of that groove.
Here's the old 2, and here's the new one. Pop down there. Here's the noisemaker. He's already been out a bunch today, but she's supposed to stay in there for a little while. It's okay. For getting this plunger back out of there, you just have to bend some of these tabs so that they get above that ledge down there, and then you can remove that piece and reuse it.
Just straighten them out when you get it out of there. These 2 have never been bent, so just bend them to match that.
Here's that plunger, spring, and star retainer. There it is.
You can feel the little ridge right there where they go back underneath them.
Yep, you don't want to go too deep past it. So we're going to have to remove one of these studs. They're proving to be very tight from the factory, but we need it to end up having either just one like that, or we needed to get the other ones removed from the truck, but they were also really tight. So that bolt actually is left-handed threads for just the top part, and then it steps to a lower diameter for the rest of the thing, and then it has normal right-handed threads. So Lane figured that out and tried turning it back. That's pretty interesting. I've never actually seen that before. So just do the reverse process to get everything put back in properly. So there it is with everything all hooked back up. Just need to top off the reservoir and then use the brakes some to make sure everything still works, but really we shouldn't have to bleed much since we didn't drain a lot of fluid out. But yeah, so hope that you enjoyed and found this helpful, and we'll talk to you later.